Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Vaca and today we are going to be reviewing evaluating expressions. We're going to go through 3 problems together, and then your other assignments today are to practice on Khan Academy and then complete the Google quiz, and then please email me to let me know what's working, what's not working, what you need more help in with online learning as we continue forward. All right, so our first problem today is going to be 12 divided by 4 times 1 5/10 plus 8 times 3. And I would go ahead and write that down on your own paper. And then, since we have more than one operation, we're going to write out PEMDAS. Remember, M and D are together and A and S are together. That's parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division at the same time from left to right, and then addition and subtraction at the same time from left to right. So first I look, do I have any parentheses? Nope, so I'm going to cross that off. Any exponents? Nope, cross that off. Any multiplication and division? Yep, I have division, multiplication, multiplication. So the first problem I'm going to do is the division, because it happens from left to right. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 4, which is 3. I'm going to cross that off because I'm done with it and bring everything else down. So times 1 5/10 plus 8 times 3. I'm still in multiplication and division, and again I go left to right. So I'll do 3 times 1 5/10, and I'll work that out on the side of my paper. 1 5/10 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. There's 1 digit behind the decimal. So that's how I get 4 5/10. I'm going to cross that off and bring everything else down. And then I still have multiplication, so I'm going to do 8 times 3 is 24. Bring everything down, cross it out. Now I'm done with multiplication and division. I only have addition and subtraction. Now I got to remember to line up that decimal. So 24, the decimal goes at the end because it's a whole number. And then I have 4 5/10 lining up that decimal. I add a 0 above the 5. I'm going to add 0 plus 5 is 5. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 2 plus nothing's 2. And then I'll bring down that decimal. I get to 28 5/10. All right, so for the second problem, it is 3 times, and then it's in a brace, 10 plus 1, end of braces plus 5. I wanted to show you this problem just because sometimes you will see different grouping symbols. You might see a brace, you might see a bracket, which we'll see in our next problem. They all go under parentheses though. So if I write out PEMDAS, and you might want to pause right now to write out your own problem. All right, and then I go through in parentheses. It's any grouping symbol, so I'm going to do that 10 plus 1 first, getting 11. Cross it out and bring everything else down. Now I'm done with my parentheses. I have no exponents. If I look, I have some multiplication or division, so I'll do that next. 3 times 11 is 33. Cross that out. Bring down everything else. I'm done with multiplication and division, so I'll cross that out. And then I still have addition and subtraction, 33 plus 5. Pretty sure I can do that in my head, but I'm going to write it out just to make sure I'm not making a silly mistake. 3 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus nothing is 3. So I get to 38 for that second problem. All right, and our third and last problem we're going to do together is kind of a word problem. So Atlas tried to evaluate the expression 8 times bracket 8 minus 3 times 2, end of bracket. His work is below. In which step did Atlas make a mistake? So I have my first problem, and then it shows the steps that Atlas went through. Step 1 being here, then step 2, and then he got to a final answer of 70. How I would solve this problem is I would do it myself to see where our work does not match up. So I'm looking at Atlas's work, and it started with 7 times, and I'll write that out. 7 times bracket 8 minus 3 times 2. And I always write out PEMDAS to make sure I'm not making a silly mistake. PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division at the same time from left to right, addition and subtraction at the same time from left to right. So first parentheses, oops, sorry about that. That's inside our grouping symbol. We have 8 minus 3 times 2. So inside parentheses or any grouping symbol, we still do the order of PEMDAS. So we have subtraction or multiplication. Multiplication and division come first, so I have to do that first. 3 times 2 is 6. Then I'll bring everything else down. And then let's look at Atlas's work. So that was my first step. What I got to was 7 times bracket 8 minus 6 end bracket. If you notice here, he got to 7 times bracket 5 times 2 end bracket. So if I look here, it looks like, so since he got to 5, he must have done 8 minus 3 first. However, he should have done 3 times 2 first because multiplication comes before subtraction. So if I'm trying to answer the question, in which step did Atlas make a mistake? Well, he made one right away in step 1. And that's just what I would write with. Step 1 was where the mistake happened. All right, hopefully this was a helpful little review. Please be sure to do your Khan Academy assignment as well as that Google quiz. And please email me letting me know what is going well with online learning and what we can change to make it better for you. All right, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.